Batman works at night. When the world sleeps, he works at his best.
But not everyone is built for the dark.
Some are strongest in the morning, while others come alive in the night.
Hi, I'm Alchi Francois Gosioco.
I'm Moira Barson.
And I am Mikaela Denise Martin.
And we are Group 4 of 9 Pinatubo, and here is our statistical research paper entitled Early Bird versus Night Owl, a comparison of productivity among Philippine Science High School Central Luzon campus scholars, based on their circadian rhythm alignment.
Have you ever forced yourself to wake up early in the morning to be productive, only to find out that you work better at night?
What if the reason you're productive isn't laziness, but biology?
In this study, we explore whether productivity among PSH's CLC scholars depends on how well their academic schedules match their natural circadian rhythm alignment.
Since our research proposal, we have accomplished the following. We have finalized our research site, which is Philippine Science High School Central Luzon campus in Clark Report Zone. We have also prepared the necessary documents for the distribution of the questionnaire, the parent consent forms, assent forms, and the survey instrument itself. These documents are essential to ensure the ethical research practices, especially since our participants are minors. Here, you can see our questionnaire. We designed it to measure two main things: whether a student is an early bird or a night owl, and their self-reported productivity levels at different times of the day. With this, we have started to conduct pilot tests to determine the reliability of our instrument. As of February 14, 2026, 31 scholars have responded to our survey. With this, we have already created a spreadsheet for the organized storage of the scholars' responses in preparation for the analysis for reliability and clarity. This document is only accessible to the research team to ensure the assented confidentiality of the respondents.
In terms of our methodology, we mostly followed the protocols contained in our original research proposal. As of February 14, 2026, we have completed phases 1 and 2, which are the formulation of the questionnaire and identifying the sampling procedure respectively. Our target participants, data gathering method, and statistically treatment all remain the same as planned in our proposal. Currently, we are at phase 3, pilot testing the questionnaire, where we have distributed our instrument to a smaller group of respondents to analyze the questionnaires' reliability and clarity. Despite most of the original protocols being followed, we had to make some adjustments due to various factors. Originally, we planned to start pilot testing in the first week of January. However, it took us longer than expected to revise the questionnaires, as major changes needed to be made in our instrument. Additionally, we decided to pilot test the questionnaire after the requirement for its final version was needed, as we wanted to keep our timeline organized. Moreover, for our final distribution of the questionnaire, we originally planned to have 48 respondents. However, we decided to have 96 respondents instead to improve statistical power and for better representation. With this adjustment, we are going to have 4 randomly picked scholars per section in every batch of PSHS TLC for the school year 2025-2026. We took this approach to take account of the varying academic schedules, workloads, and demands. One of our biggest challenges is balancing this research with our other academic requirements. To manage our time, we assigned roles for each member so tasks are divided fairly and deadlines are met.
Another challenge was getting students to answer our survey. To make sure we get enough students to answer our survey, we started sending friendly reminders and explaining the purpose of our study more clearly, which encouraged more participants to respond.
Based on the accomplishments we have achieved and the challenges we encountered, here is our updated Gantt chart. As shown here, our statistical research paper is divided into 8 phases, spanning from November 2025 to April 2026. First, the formulation of the questionnaire, which took 2 weeks. Second, identifying the sampling procedure, which took 1 week. Third, pilot testing the questionnaire, which spans 2 weeks. Fourth, analyzing the pilot tests for reliability, which will take 1 week. Fifth, finalizing the questionnaire based on those results for 1 week. Sixth, distributing the final questionnaire, which will take 2 weeks. Seventh, collecting and processing the survey data for 1 week. And lastly, analyzing and interpreting the data, which will take another 2 weeks. The major change in our timeline is the adjustment of the implementation dates starting from the pilot testing phase onward. As previously mentioned, the revision process took longer than we expected due to significant modifications to our instrument, especially since the final questionnaire was only scheduled for submission on January 30, 2026. For our final phase, we plan to complete data gathering, to analyze the results using appropriate statistical methods, to interpret our findings, and to finalize both our research paper and presentation.
That will be all for our project report. Thank you so much for watching our video.